What's going on, guys and gals? First of all, I hope you guys can see through the new windshield. Got a medium tent, from Freedom Shields. It's got a little flare up on top, supposed to throw the wind a little bit more. Above my head, I think it's doing a pretty good job. I like how it's a little bit thicker than most. Nice and sturdy. Okay, so onward and forward with the question or with the story here. And that is, we were supposed to go to Kentucky for a few days and ride in the area, go down towards the Mammoth Cave. Hell, we had this in the planning for maybe a couple months, if not a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna go down to Mammoth Caves and stay. Was it near? It was near Mammoth Caves, and there's these wigwam hotel or wigwam motels. They look pretty cool. Look it up, or if I think about it, I'll put a link down at the bottom. And it looked pretty good. It'd be something different, something that you normally don't do, and not to mention it might have made a good video. Yeah, we were gonna head down there, ride around, and then ride around Daniel Boone National Forest and hit some spots where a few years ago we had already done that, but hey, it was a good reason to go back down and ride around that area and see it again, because we didn't get to see Mammoth Cave at the time. So all was in the planning. The reservations were in, but we were checking out the old weather app or keeping track to see how it was going to be. And the closer it got to the date that we were going to take off to head down that direction, it wasn't looking good. It was looking like rain. And that would have been kind of miserable, riding down in the rain and stuff. I mean, if it's nice and hot and all that jazz, it's not usually too bad, but it could put a damper on things on occasion. So last minute, we changed our plans. I think within the last couple of days of when we were going to ride out, in fact. And we decided to go to Michigan. We thought we'd go up that way, and we ended up staying over in Mount Pleasant in Michigan, and there were two directions that we were going to head to, and that was, I guess you could say, the East Coast, where Lake Huron is, and check out Frankenmuth and see that. I think I got some videos or pictures. I'll put that up. And then the other direction, the next day, would be to go to Holland and check that out. For those of you that might be following me on Instagram or Twitter or something like that, which is Viper in Ohio, you might have seen some mini videos or pictures that I was posting on that. So hey, if you're not following me on that, and if you want, check that out. My Instagram and Twitter and what is that Snapchat if you want. And I usually post little things on that too if I don't get to a video or if I'm out and about. So yeah, if you want, check that out. So that's where we ended up going, Michigan. Oh, and then we didn't do any better. We didn't do any better going that direction because it was cold and it was wet. I think we got caught up in the rain a couple, 3 times, and which wouldn't have been too bad. It wasn't too bad going through, but man, the cold weather didn't help any. And normally, you'd be climatized and it wouldn't bother you. I think it was like the 40s and 50s. But, I think the previous week being in Ohio, or being in the 80s and 90s, and your body's getting climatized to that kind of weather, the 50s and 40s kind of seemed cold running. And especially when you were in the rain, it was no good. But hey, we still had fun, riding. It's always good. But finally, getting to the question at hand for you guys is, when you got the plans in the making that might be a couple months old or a couple 3 months or whatever it may be, and you've got a direction to pick and you've got a destination to go to, scenery, places that you might want to see, roads that you want to ride, if the weather changes, do you guys, or have you guys last minute changed the direction? pick a different way to go, pick a different destination, pick different locations, you know, just last minute stuff? Or is it just me? Anyways, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully I'll be able to get some videos out, maybe of those areas that we were in, like I said, over in Frankenmuth and Holland and Michigan and stuff. So until then, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and we will catch everybody later.